Good morning, everybody. Thanks for having me. I just want to say it's been really fun to get to know you guys and rub shoulders with you guys. It's my first time here, and there's some really talented people in the room that I've got to meet, and some that are on this panel that you'll see coming up, so I'm honored to be here. So before I dive into things, maybe, here we go. I just wanted to show off my cute kid. He's pretty adorable. And then in the middle, that's my wife. We're actually with Mama Sasquatch, if you've seen any of our videos. So it was pretty fun. And just some stuff about me. And then before I actually dive into Purple, I want to tell you a quick story. Right before I left, we have a developer that's, we go back and forth a lot, and he was kind of getting out of line, or I have to kind of bring him back. He's a younger kid. And so I said, one day I'll get you back. And so this video actually happened about 9 months ago. They were testing out some of our technology and decided that they wanted to see how far it could stretch. And so I wanted to play this so all of you could kind of see this. Oop, did it play? So there's a couple different slides that you'll see here. There's the sound. Maybe. Okay.
This is like 40 Let's let go. 3, 2.
So they're counting 3, 2, 1. So you'll see the next slide. I did slow-mo for you.
Let's let go. 3, 2.
Oh, if it skips to the next one. There we go. Sorry.
This is like
it's not. There you go. So here's a slow-mo version of this. So they found out how far it really stretches. And I have one more, and I love the head coming around the corner just to see what happened. Let's see. And I actually, if it'll, maybe. This one's just a really, here's the noise just to give you some. So hopefully he gets to see this video and sees that he made it on the big screen. So anyway, you're welcome, Jacob. So I wanted to start. There you go. There we go. So now that you're all awake, we're going to talk about sleep. We're going to talk about Purple. So Purple was started and invented by these two guys right here, Tony and Terry Pierce. They're brothers, and one of them is actually a rocket scientist. He's an engineer, and they've been creating this what we call hyperelastic polymer, or Purple for short. This technology for years, and they've licensed it out, and then they decided that they wanted to find a way where they could help more people, and they felt like they could do that through sleep. And so they launched Purple in 2016. So at the very beginning of 2016 is when the company launched. I joined about 9 months later, and it's just been crazy growth since then. So for those of you that it looked like there was quite a few hands that know Purple, but I wanted to give you a quick little, this is what we're known for, our Goldilocks. And so there's a quick video that you can get to know the brand a little bit, and then we can dive into storytelling. Oh. There's some sound to this. Could you actually start from the beginning? There's a key point that I just
super
want.
Easy. What's a super easy way to tell that your bed is awful? The raw egg test. Let me prove it. When it comes to mattresses, you used to only have 3 choices. Looking for some shoulder pain? Try a hard mattress. Oh! It may feel like a rock and put pressure on your hips, but it's the perfect way to tell your partner, hey baby, want some arthritis? It just fails the raw egg test. Then there's the soft mattress. It starts out okay, but collapses over time, like some cheap sneakers or Anakin Skywalker. And since it comes without back support, you get to try cool new hobbies, like chronic pain. But it also fails the raw egg test. Now let me explain the eggs. The raw egg test states that the perfect bed will let you put weight on raw eggs without breaking them. Because if a bed can cradle raw eggs while supporting all that weight, it'll also cradle your pressure points while supporting your body for maximum comfort. Well, if the hard bed's bad at cradling and the soft bed's bad at supporting, at least the medium bed is just terrible. It's not firm enough for back support or soft enough for your pressure points. So in the end, it's just a sad middle ground, like limbo or a wussy centaur. It's average. No one wants average.
So this video actually continues on for another minute and a half. But how many people in here that haven't seen it? You maybe wanted to see a little bit more, figure out what comes next, right? Our video team does an amazing job of storytelling, and all the videos that we release follow a similar format where we want to keep people entertained and engaged with us as a brand and tell our story while we sell to you as well. So we're educating you on the product, but there's a few funny moments in a lot of our videos. And again, back to the history of Purple, just so you have a perspective. We launched in 2016, and we're now a public company, and it's been insane. So hopefully some of the stuff I say today doesn't get me in trouble. Our legal guy didn't respond to me, so we'll see. But just a few shout-outs that we got, just to we've had crazy growth, and I'm lucky to be a part of it. And so here's another slide that represents just some of our growth. So a lot of you maybe have heard of Casper. They're big back east and really everywhere, and they really paved the way for us. So you'll notice the purple line is us. When we started early 2016, you can see the search term Casper mattress versus Purple mattress. We've steadily increased, and we've actually overtaken them in terms of just branded search, and we use this as just a benchmark, just to see how we're pacing and how we're keeping up. And so we've had some really good growth. So again, what's Purple's secret sauce to some of this growth? And it comes down to, again, video. We're a very video-first company. We believe in videos and the way that our videos tell a story and keep people entertained. And so we're striving to drive our hypergrowth with that video. And there we go. So here are just a quick stats, because you'll probably see us if you visit our site. Sorry, you're going to be retargeted too like crazy until you get sick of us. But so on Facebook, people watch over 2 years of Purple videos every single day. So let that sink in. People are consuming our videos 2 years amount of video every day. So that's 17,520 hours per day. That's a lot of ad spend, right? And then on YouTube, 4 years of video every day. So we're really banking on that our videos are going to drive interest and bring you back to the site, where then as an email marketer I can take over and kind of continue the conversation. So again, another stat, it's 700 million video views we've had all time. It's a little bit higher now, and 1.5 billion social media impressions. So you can see who the golden children are at our office, our paid team. So how does Purple do it? How do we go about telling the stories that resonate with you guys? One of the ways that we like to do it is through emotion and education, just kind of what you saw. So we rely on humor a lot because we feel like that connects people to brands faster than most, and it's really worked well for us. So why do we do that? Why do we feel like Purple is a brand we can connect with you on a deeper level? And that's because Stanford came out with a study that basically said that stories are remembered 22 times more than facts alone. So when you engage with a story, all the stuff about our science and our technology goes out the window. But if you tell it in a fun, interactive way, people remember. A lot of people come up and say, "Oh yeah, you're the Goldilocks," or "You're the Sasquatch company," and then they can start to connect the dots of what product that we were talking about during that video. So I reached out to a couple people at Purple that do amazing work that help me on a daily basis. And Sterling here is one of our content writers. And I said, "Tell me how you go about storytelling and what you do in copywriting." And he said, "We are hardwired to pay attention to stories. Story is a vehicle for emotion, and a purchase is always an emotional decision until robots take over the world," right? So you can tell there's a little bit of humor in everything that we do. Even, Sterling's, he does a brilliant job at writing. So how do we do it? How do we go about building and crafting a voice and a brand that resonates with people? And we really try hard to follow our brand guidelines and a story guideline that resonates, we feel, with the majority of the population. So we really narrowed it down to being quirky, smart, and purposeful. And another way to look at that is this graphic here where, again, here are our key points that we want to be quirky and smart and purposeful, but we can also branch out of that a little bit, and maybe we'll be snarky, and then we'll incorporate being a trendsetter with our technology, but then also being caring, because we know that sleep is really important to people. The amount of time that you spend in your bed, at least hopefully 8 hours a night, something around there, that's an important time for you to rejuvenate and get healthy and recover from the day. So again, this is the way that we look at our brand voice is like it's coming from your best friend or your significant other. And so then we go and we start to develop characters around that. And someone that does a good job of that is Marvel. They developed all these characters that we come back and we consume over and over again. And so Purple followed that model and created our own set of characters. Every one of these is in one of our videos or sometimes multiple videos. And they do a good job of helping people, again, associate one of our products with a character. So if you haven't seen some of these, go check them out. The sumos are hilarious. So the way that we do that in our email and copy is through humor and science. And we use humor because, again, no one wants to share your classy product video. They want to share something that invokes emotion, whether that be like Chico's did, where it was you were empowered to share that. I was really touched by that video. And we also do it through education and science. Again, we are very unique in the fact that we're not just another mattress company out there. We have over 100 patents on our technology, and we really have to educate that with people. So passing the torch and getting an email. This is part of the copy that you'll get in a welcome email from us is, again, we want to have fun with it. We want to make sure that you're having fun and you're interacting with the brand. So, we hit on something that can trigger an emotion. We all get those emails from people that offering you $1 billion of inheritance money or something in an email. So we want to invoke that trigger. And so how do we go about, telling better stories to our customers in email? And one of those ways is we have a quiz on our site that allows you to see if, how your sleep quality is. And it's just a quick little video that walks you through a couple of those questions. Maybe, or we'll skip it anyway. So it goes and asks you a series of questions. Asks you your age, how you're sleeping, how often do you drink, do you smoke? Some of those things that go into your just lifestyle behavior. And all this data is actually being passed back into our CRM and our ESP that I can leverage and start to learn about our customers and hopefully deliver a better experience to them about content that's relevant to them. And again, you can see that it's interacting. There's GIFs in here and stuff that kind of keep you entertained. So then you fill out your email and your name, and you get a customized report sent to your email that's has some in-depth information. And so that allows us to then branch into more of storytelling. This is an email that we did that talks about how we're a little bit different than some of the other mattress companies out there. So, the subject line that we used, the mattress industry's dirty little secret, and this one performs really well, and it does a good job of explaining, our story and the difference between us and our competitors. So, and then we can introduce more characters that are kind of subsets. So this is the sweat fairy that we came up with that visits you at night when you're stuck in your memory foam and you can't breathe, and you wake up super sweaty. So this is part of one of our emails. And then we can branch into, more product-focused emails that, our thought behind this was, creating a power couple that go well together, like, that Brad and Angelina used to be, and some of those out there that are still around. So what does this all mean? Is this working, or does this resonate with people? And so I wanted to show you a couple of stats. This is just, I took our averages over the last year, excluding our transactional emails, and our open rates are around 34%, compared to our competitors in the e-com industry. Our click-through rates are around 25%. So people, they like getting our emails. They like hearing from us and interacting with the brand, and we don't take that for granted. We really try hard to develop good content for people. And the second point I wanted to just show around that is when people engage with our science content, we have a bump in our conversion rate, a 20% increase in conversion rate after people engage with our science. So I encourage you to figure out what your story is and tell it well, if that's through video or another way. Because the way I think about it is every time that you're interacting with someone in a positive way, you're helping to make a deposit into their emotional bank account, so that by the time you kind of ask for something in return, it's not going to be dried up, and there's not going to be anything left in that emotional bank account, and you end up like that. So if you're still thinking it over, all signs point to yes. So I encourage you to figure out your story and tell it well. So.